Hello people. I'm finally starting to see videos go up on the interwebs about this infinite traversal builds with boomerang, and I was dead ass trying to gatekeep this shit because I'm just like, bro, I'm really trying to get up on the leaderboards right now, but videos are starting to go up, so now it's just like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do? So might as well share this with people, I suppose. The most important part of the builds, faster stacked deck. Well, not even the faster part, more like just a stacked deck. This will make enemies take more damage for 10 seconds with every shot that you hit on them, up to a maximum of 750% more damage. Easily the most important part of the builds. Please do not sleep on the stack deck. Pain Machine is quite literally useless. I only elitered it because I was like, why not? It's just here to give us the full tier 3 Bane 3-piece set, which we will get into later. Two Faces Persuader. I'm not gonna lie to you. You could honestly, you could replace this with pretty much anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can replace this with pretty much anything. Oh, I forgot I deleted all his melees. Whoops. It's not too important. Actually, I'm a bitch ass liar. Uh, this is here because of the villain synergy bonus, because you will be harvesting enemies a lot, or at least in like when I use this build, I harvest enemies a lot, and that's a guaranteed grenade. And the grenade we will damn, this is hard. The grenades we will be using is the don't mind the name, don't mind the name. It's more the effect it has. This specific grenade will drop shield pickups, damage buffs, and ammo. I know here it says it'll either do one, two, or three, but if you hit enough enemies, it'll just drop all three. And we will be using this in incursions, in which there's just always a bunch of enemies, even with poison ivies in her incursion. So yeah, the shield mod. Now you can do a couple of different things with the shield mod. You can use this one. You can use this one. I just received this. I was gonna elite it, but I decided to make the video first. Which one did I have on him? Right. So before I put on this lucky charm, which I just deleted, I had it set to like this. Right. So you still get the full 3-piece Bane set. This is here. This doesn't matter too much because like since you will be crazing enemies, but your goal isn't to craze enemies with this build. Your goal is to simply spam your traversal attacks as much as possible because enemies can't hurt you when you're in your traversal attack. Turtle's full first conduit. This is still best in slot for all the characters. So as long as you're moving, so still force conduit is the one where that's where you stand still. Speed force exhaustion is the one it gives you when you keep moving. Still force conduit increases damage reduction. Damage reduction is borderline fuck ass useless once you get into the higher incursion mastery levels, which is why we want to be in our traversal as much as possible because you can't get hurt when you're in your traversal. Speed Force Exhaustion is the one we want. Increases damage done by 50%, stacking 10 times. Big numbers. Big boy numbers. Titan Tolerance you will normally always use here. Yeah, because you're not going to be using the Hugo Strange. Yep. Titan Tolerance you will always be using here. Because of simply here for their tier 3, Bane 3 bonus. That's pretty much it. And then the way I had my build set up originally and it's still my preferred go-to way of having it set up, is having the each critical hit on a non-vehicular enemy gives you a 10% chance to drop a live grenade at their feet, which then goes into getting shield pickups, damage buffs, or ammo, right? So that's, I want to call that variation 1. No, that's not it. This one, yep. But then another way you can set up this build is by using the turtle shell, which I still have to try out. So literally everything else is the same, except for the turtle shell. But now, actually, I'm a liar. If you're going to use turtle shell, which gives you, when you hit at least one enemy, that's only one nigga. That's only one guy. You can hit one guy so easily. You gain 90% damage reduction. I still have to try it out because, in my opinion, damage reduction is still kind of bad, but I still have to try it out. So, and then you get a damage reduction for 5 seconds, and it's increased 2 seconds for any enemy kills. But in the higher mastery levels, you're not going to be killing too much. So in that 5 seconds, you want to use your stacked deck, which gets 3% traversal attack resource from critical hits, which you're going to be guaranteeing by using your melee, knocking them up into the air, which once you do that, it guarantees you crit hits, and then you just spam your traversal attack just like that. But if you're going to use turtle shell, you could just switch your grenade to pretty much anything you want, to be honest with you. Shit, now that I'm using turtle shell, I might think about using this instead. Ooh, I do like that idea. And then if we're going to use turtle shell and you switch your grenade, if you were to switch your grenade to a Bane 3, you could then switch your charm to a, you could switch it to a Jinx's Unlucky Coin if you really wanted to. You could also switch it to a critical hits grant 2% traversal attack resource. But like when you're using the stacked deck and you're getting your crit hits, you only need like 2 shots, 3 shots, maybe 4 shots maximum to get your traversal back. So you can use a critical hits grant 2% traversal attack resource lucky charm, but you do not have to. You honestly do not have to in the slightest. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Talking is hard. I wish you all luck in getting on the leaderboards. Thanks for watching.